Warning, this video may make you swoon, faint, and or clutch your pearls. If this should happen to you, please turn off the video immediately and seek professional help. Thank you.
I've got to be crazy. Something is wrong with me. I went shopping after midnight. I'm like a gremlin. You don't feed me, you don't give me water, and you certainly don't send me links to pencils that I've never seen before that are pretty. Well, $210 later, well, actually a little bit more because there's tax. Right at this moment, I can still cancel the order, and the little angel on my shoulder is saying,
You don't need them, dear. Really, you don't need them.
and then there's a little friggin' devil on the other side going,
You want to sharpen them, because once you sharpen them, they're yours.
There's no returning them. Any of you tell my husband, so help me. Now, I understand the Gucci, you get the Gucci bag, and there are people who like Gucci products, and I understand the Louis Vuitton. They too give you a fancy schmancy pencil holder. But this is Christian Dior. You get a box, but I will say that the Gucci pencils look ugly, and they got bad reviews. Now, the Louis Vuitton, I really didn't see that many reviews. I saw the Gucci one, but now Christian Dior has to stick their big tuchus in there. Back in 2019, when Gucci and Louis Vuitton came out with their pencils, people actually bought them, and it was like a craze, own your designer pencils. And Christian Dior did have a pencil line go out, but I don't think that they were very popular because they weren't really reviewed, so I don't think anybody bought them. But they just came out with a new pencil, and they are gorgeous. This is what their website said about them. A never-before-seen line unveiled by the House ABC Dior transposes the emblematic collection of Misa scarves designed by Maria Grazia Churi onto a series of stationery items like this box of 26 colored pencils. What ambient prescribed pencilaholic can resist that after midnight on a weekend? The collection reinvents the quintessential toilette de jouy. Toilette de jouy? Twat de jaune. Twat de jouy. Toilette de jouy motif. Toilette de jouy motif. What the fuck is that? A Toilette de jouy motif. A signature since 1947 when it adorned Mr. Dior's first boutique known as Colafeche. That sounds dirty. That's one of those shops on the seedy side of Vegas with the XXX sign painted in spray paint. They call those boutiques too. But all they sell there is peep shows and sex toys. Each creation delivers an enchanting message in the form of an alphabet book that poetically celebrates heritage, passion, desire, and dreams. Ooh, that's a lot to ask for only 26 pencils. That sounds fun. An invitation to celebrate the art of giving to others or oneself. Yeah, that was the problem I gave to myself. Never do that. Well, sometimes I do when it comes to pencils. I have a problem. Don't judge me. That the founding courtier held so dear. Courtier held so dear. What the fuck is a courtier? While I was waiting for my pencils to arrive, which were delayed because they didn't have an undamaged set in the warehouse, I was assured that all was fine, and the house was frantically trying to locate a perfect set in one of their boutiques. The pencils were finally located and sent back to the house for final inspection by their team of professionally trained perfectionists. Don't worry, they said, all was fine. So I patiently waited the 10 days it took, but finally the day that they were to arrive was here. They couldn't just drop them at the door like Amazon. I had to sign for them. These are going to be the crown jewels of my obnoxiously massive pencil collection. The Toilette de jour pencils and the crowning glory for all aficionados to marvel and whimper with jealousy I waited by the door, wrote notes to the UPS driver to knock loud and ring the bell. I was not missing the delivery. If my husband finds out what's in this box, they're going to be looking for my body out in the desert. I had a sign for these things, then drowned my husband in coffee until he made his grand announcement that he was going to the bathroom. I think that's a man thing. You know, when they announce to the entire household that they are going, it's either a sign not to disturb them or a warning that there's big things about to come. Either way, it's my time of peace, and I got to sneak the pencils into my craft room. I never unbox anything on camera, but this is special. To figure out how to get the box open. Pretty impressed with it so far. This outer box is a lot nicer than I thought it was going to be. Well, let's just take a look. Just want to move some things on my desk I don't want it knocking into. Okay. We have Dior sticker. So let's... Very gentle opening. Okay. Got a lot of fluff in there. So let's move this. Uh-oh. We got a damaged box. Yeah, that's damaged. Oh, and it's torn, too. Look. Well, that's not good. Not for what I paid for these. I wonder if they could replace the outer box. I'll have to call them. Upset about the box being torn. Oh, these are beautiful. Oh my gosh. That's really pretty. To back the truck up just a little bit because it took me a few minutes to come to my senses when I was opening this box that something was really not right. And let's start with what happened the night I ordered these. I had been sent a link by a friend and I checked out the pencils. I was like, oh, they are gorgeous. So I got curious and I went onto YouTube to see if there were any reviews or swatching or whatever. And I came across a channel. She doesn't do pencil reviews. There wasn't much in the way of artistic value that came with her review. But she is somebody who opens high-end boxes and her name is Trish Trin and she does high-end unboxings and reviews. So she wasn't really looking for these pencils to be a artistic tool. In fact, she even admits it in her video that she did not buy them for their pencil value. She bought them because they were really nice and very cool and very pretty. She showed her unboxing, and it was very different than mine because these pencils apparently are supposed to come in one of those et de toilette, toile, whatever boxes. They're not supposed to come in this white box. And I knew it felt weird when I opened the box, and my first reaction was, oh, this is different. Now, of course, white and the gold and the little ribbon, that was all impressive at the first glance. But after I opened this box, I realized this box is a second box. Like, this is a secondary product. And I want to show you what they sent me a little bit more up close, because this is very surprising considering the pencils went through 2 inspections at the House de jour. And they made a very big thing about, oh, we have to send you, because they were late sending me these pencils, we had to make sure that they were perfect. Well, they're not so perfect. And they're not perfect in 18 different ways. I'm going to show you. So here we have some scuffs over here. Something black is on there. Not a big deal. I wouldn't go nuts about. But this is something that's a little bit more serious that they should have noticed. See how this box is not aligned at all? And it doesn't close properly. I'm surprised that there's no magnet on here, but that's theirs, because usually higher end boxes, I know that I've gotten, even from Color It in their boxes, they have a magnetic closure. So it would have been really nice if they had that. So there's no closure, and the box itself is not closing properly. You can see it. Well, why isn't it closing properly? Well, apparently this is not glued properly. Now, if you look at this, this is going on an angle, and this is straight up and down, okay? This was not glued into the box properly over here. It should have been more over. That's causing stress on this little piece of paper that's right in there, and it's torn off the box. So this is a second. They should have thrown this box out. It was not put together properly. Plus, this is very obvious. You can't miss it as soon as you open the box. Damage right over here. That should have also tossed the box. And what I think happened was the original box, the red and white Toitage box, Toilage, or whatever that is, that box that was noticeably damaged. And they went, uh-oh, we need to find a box. And I think they put it into this box, and this was just one that they had laying around because that's what they have there. So this was not the box that it was supposed to go in. My product was rewrapped. So that was the first thing, and that's a big thing. This is a big product. If I ever wanted to sell these on Mercado or any of those high-end places where you sell your products after you don't want them anymore, I would not be able to sell this undamaged, even though I didn't do anything to it. I could have left it in the box. It's now a damaged product. So this was a big thing, and this would have made a kick-ass pencil holder. After opening the box and getting my pencils out, I was still impressed with the pencils. And to be honest, if the pencils weren't damaged, I would have kept them. So I removed the box, and that's why I felt in here. I thought maybe they put the red box in here, but there's nothing in there except more tissue paper. Okay, it's like a bed of tissue paper in here. So this does not look like the other one. And that girl only got hers 2 weeks ago. So it's not like we're buying it months and they changed it. We're 2 weeks apart. We paid the exact same amount. So there was no reason why I shouldn't have had the matching box to the pencils. Now, the pencil box should have been perfect. These are not pencils that have been sharpened. There should be no pencil wax anywhere. And the inside of the box, the top was okay. It was pretty perfect. So this was okay. But the whole lining of the inside of this box is filled with black and red. You could see red. It is black in here too. There's so many. There's black. There's so many of them in here that it was all scuffed up. Then when I examined the pencils close enough, let me find the yellow one. I know that was bad. The yellow and black was bad. There's missing paint, or whatever they want to call this. They call it a porcelain finish. 100%. It's a wrap. So they wrapped it in this white. This wasn't dipped like the pencils that we buy in the art world. This was specially wrapped and printed. But it's missing pieces in the color. So this is not a chip off of it. This is a missing chip that's on the pencil. So that too may have been what they were talking about. There was imperfections in the pencils the first time, and that's why the pencils were delayed. I have a feeling that maybe they never found another set, and they sent me the set that they had anyway, thinking, oh, maybe she won't notice. The black is, well, this is the blue. That's perfect. This is the black, which happens to be my favorite pencil of them all, and it's all scratched up at the top. So, very disappointed. And then one of the pencils, I forgot which one, J. The J didn't print. So right now, there are 18 different issues going on with what I found in this package. And I'm kind of pissed that they would try to do something that was so expensive. A factory second. That there's no way that anybody could have looked at this and said this was a perfect set. This is not a budget brand. I paid $210 for 26 pencils. You can get 26 pencils right and a clean box. And you should have sent me the box that's matching, that it should have come in the first place. So with that, I called the company, and they were so nice the second time around. When you're buying from them, they were plenty nice. But trying to put in a complaint, first they had me, they practically hung up on me and told me to fill out a form. They sent me a form. Granted, it was a little hard to hear them, but the woman was, fill out a form and then call me back, which I did. And in the form it said to send pictures, which I did, of everything that was wrong. She was like, oh, I'll call you back. And I have like something on my phone that I can't receive phone calls because of spam. So it's everybody can have it on their phone. It's a setting. And I don't take that setting off. So, because, you know, I'm a YouTuber and my phone number gets out there and I can be really disturbed a lot. So I keep it that only phone numbers that my phone recognizes will ring. So if some stranger tries to call my phone, you're not going to get through. It's not going to ring for me, and it's just not going to work. And I tell everybody that I give my phone number to. It's text first, and then I can push the little button. So I try to explain it to them, and they were like, ew, well, we can't call you. I was like, I'll call you back. They told me to call them back in 15 minutes. 15 minutes go by. In fact, 20 to 30 minutes go by. I call them back. Oh, the woman you need to talk to is still on the phone. We'll send you an email. I've called a total of 3 times today. I get to the email. They did send me an email. Thank you for putting in your complaint. We'll pass this on to the management. Okay. Even Amazon just says send it back. I sent you 18 pictures. So I'm still waiting for them to call me back. Unfortunately, I cannot swatch these. I had full intention of swatching them. And what I really wanted to do was I wanted to actually draw one of these pictures that were on the pencil. But that's neither here nor there now because I can't sharpen them because they're probably going back. Well, not probably. I can't imagine them not going back. They have to send me a whole new everything. And you know, I really wanted these pencils. And the funny thing is if I were they worth over $200? No. Would I buy them again? Sure, why not? I'll just bling the box with Swarovski crystals, put them in the bank, and let my kids fight it out after I die. See you in my next video.